Jesus is buried. Luke chapter 23, verses 50 to 53. Now there was a good and righteous man named Joseph, who, though a member of the council, had not agreed to their plan and action. He came from the Jewish town of Arimathea, and he was waiting expectantly for the kingdom of God. This man went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then he took it down, wrapped it in a linen cloth, and laid it in a rock-hewn tomb where no one had ever been laid. Roman custom says that a criminal's body should not be buried at all, but left to the dogs and vultures to deal with. I couldn't stomach the thought of that, especially when I knew he wasn't a criminal. I had disagreed with the verdict of my fellow councilmen. I believed Jesus was who he said he was. But my dissenting voice was drowned out before I'd hardly opened my mouth. After his death, the dignity of a proper burial in my family tomb was the least I could offer. Pilate easily gave me permission to do with Jesus' body what I wanted, but it took all the courage I could muster just to approach his lifeless form. As I squinted through the darkness at him, hanging limply on the cross, I felt my stomach drop. The struggle was over. No more tortured breathing or muscle spasms. Gone was his captivating spirit. Gone the light and warmth from his eyes. Gone his words of welcome and grace. I stood beneath the cross, rooted to the spot, and uttered a quiet prayer under my breath. My voice shook. Most of the crowds had scattered by this point. Only the wails of a handful of grieving women broke the silence and the darkness. I called on their help, and together we carefully removed the nails from Jesus' feet and hands. As his body crumpled forward onto my shoulder, I staggered under the weight of his lifeless body, trying not to drop him. We gently laid him down, wrapped him in the best linens we could find, and then carried him away to be buried. Jesus was gone. Before you move on from this experience, take some time to pause and ponder. What do you feel as you see and hear these depictions of Jesus' suffering and death? What is your response to Jesus' passion?